Let me tell you something about Lisa. During our very first date 5 years ago, yesterday actually, Lisa tells me she has a life plan. In only the way Lisa can.
Okay, you guys have been fantastic. She couldn't ask for any better girls than you guys. See, and I did it without crying.
We're a small family ourselves, so it's nice our family's gone from this size to this size.
Yeah, crop me out of all the photos.
It's probably better. Well, no, from the neck down, you're okay. You're okay, bud.
From the neck down?
Neck down, you're okay.
You say you're low.
Nice.
It's funny, I was grabbing it this morning. I'm like, okay, Lisa's pretty good. Did I just say that?
The first time I met Lisa was Thanksgiving. Mom and Dad are gone, and you cooked her a dinner.
Yeah.
And I knew you liked her, because I was upstairs studying her. Yeah, come on down, eat with us. I was like, this is weird, he likes her.
By the time she's 30, she wants to have a house, be married, and have a couple kids. We have a house, no kids yet. I'm a little late, but I got 2 out of 3, so that can't be too bad.
Pre-U, I was playing on 3 different soccer teams. I was coaching soccer. I was never home. I was keeping busy is what I was doing. What else was I doing? Oh, I traveled Europe. No, I went with a girlfriend, my friend Erin. She's in the wedding party. We traveled Europe for 3 months. We met just when I came back.
Yeah, because you were going to Florida, right?
Yeah,
For that
so we met.
wedding?
We met for the first time.
Can we get up?
We met for the first time at a friend's, it was at their housewarming party, yeah. We had chatted a little bit that night. He had previously also gone, where did you go? Scotland? What are you doing?
Ireland.
What?
She wants to say hi.
And we talked for maybe 10 minutes, not much. I did not remember meeting you.
I remembered.
You did
Changed
not.
my life.
You're such a liar. And they both invited us up to the cottage separately, and it was, they were setting us up. And so like on the drive up, I was getting the like breakdown of who Chris was and
How awesome I am.
I was told 3 things. 3 things about Chris is what I was told. He likes country music,
Mm-hmm.
he has a motorcycle,
Still have it.
and he drives a Charger.
Got rid of that. I have a Mazda 3 now.
Those were country music. I was good with. I liked country music. I wasn't like, it wasn't my for sure music of choice at that point in my life, but I liked it. Yeah. The motorcycle, my first reaction was my mom's gonna hate him. So we met at the cottage. So I was told those 3 things about Chris. So we drove, my friend Alicia, who's also in the wedding party, her and I drove up to the cottage together. The boys, so their cottage is on an island, so so Chris and Jamie came to pick us up in the boat, and like I see these guys coming in. These guys, like they came in, beers in hand, like woo, like coming in to pick us up, and I was like, great. We started playing drinking games that night at the cottage. Yeah, so you were in full form that night. So the next morning, I wake up, I come in, and he's sitting on the couch with this 1.5-year-old, like coloring, watching cartoons with him. And like, I've got pictures of like you and Hayden together and whatever. You took him out fishing.
Yeah.
I think it was that later afternoon or whatever, Alicia and Danielle were doing dishes and they're like, can you come here for a sec? I was like, okay. So I come to the, and they were standing looking out the window. And I was like, what? And I come over. Buddy here is like shirt off, fly fishing.
It was hot.
Yeah,
Let's tell you.
sure it was. So between the kid bringing that in, and then that night we started talking, and then the real stuff came into play. We've lived with my grandparents since I was 2. So it's literally like a family event every day. The first date was my parents, and so my mom and my stepdad, but my parents, and my aunt and uncle, they were going out for dinner and they heard I was going on this date. And they're like, oh no, we'll hang around and wait. I was like,
Oh, thanks.
nope, like please just go. Like, I never really dated. So this was really like my first like date with a guy that I didn't know before dating. So I was like, nope. I remember being on the phone with my best friend, who's my maid of honor, Nicole. And she's like, okay. She's like, we're gonna get you ready. She's like, go to the bar. I was like, what? She's like, go downstairs, go to your bar. I was like, okay. So go to the bar. She's like, pour yourself a shot. I was like, okay. Took a shot. She's like, you done? I was like, yeah. She's like, okay, pour another one. I think I probably did 4 shots before we went out.
Yeah.
No, you couldn't. Don't lie. Could you? No. You didn't know. You didn't know until I told you after.
This made sense. That's nice.
I was very talkative.
Yeah, you were.
Clearly I did something right. You stuck around.
Yeah.
My parents were coming out to meet us. Like, my aunt and uncle were there.
I got confronted by your dad and Ken. Like, I was like the very first date, and they're standing at the door in the basement. They're like,
I'm like, I'm just gonna go meet him in the car.
Ken's a big guy, and they're both standing there like, so, what are you doing this evening?
How's your handshake?
It was good. Mark almost broke my hand. That was good. There was this place, sort of downtown Newmarket. At the end of it, though, there's this like sort of restaurant, sort of, I'm not really sure. What would you even call it? It's like not a cafe. It's sort of a
It's
restaurant.
like a restaurant bar.
Yes. And it was called Cache 7. So we went there and had some drinks and yeah.
Yeah, not
you
dinner.
You had more
because
drinks.
I didn't know.
You did have more drinks.
I had one.
That's good because you had
You're
4
making
already.
me sound like an alcoholic.
Anyways, we went there and yeah, we just had a couple drinks and talked and then went for a walk afterwards.
We went for a walk.
It was so romantic back then.
You were.
But no, it actually was really nice. So.
Even while I write this letter to you, my soon-to-be wife, I honestly can't say I understand the cold feet people describe. Every letter, every word, every sentence I put down only affirms that this is the best moment of my life. You truly make me whole as we begin on this next stage in our life. Every second, minute, and hour that goes by, I'm only more excited knowing that I'll get to stand at the aisle while you make your way down to meet me is that much sooner. Thank you for being who you are and loving me the way you do. Please don't ever change that. I love you to the moon and back from your future husband.
It's basketball.
I like those boxes, eh? Oh, are those cufflinks? Oh, that's sick. Wow.
Cufflings are basically the bottom of a 20 gauge shotgun shell. Me and my brother and my buddy Don, we all hunt together. So, also worth pointing out that it's from Malmhold Jewelers. Her grandfather and uncle own this, so they would have made those custom. Do you see what I got? Cufflinks.
want to say homebody, or she's a little more relaxed. I party a little more. And it's really good that she kind of brings me back a little bit, kind of keeps me a little under control sometimes too. So, you know, I mean, even just our goals and plans and sort of what we want out of life, it's like perfectly in sync. You know, we both wanted kids, we both want to, you know, we both love to live in the country and, you know, have space. And, you know, we're both simple. You know, we don't need some big, huge, fancy house and things like that. I'd rather just, you know, have a nice little house, like I said, have some land, have a couple kids.
Christopher and Lisa, your love and your understanding of each other has grown and matured over your relationship. Now you've come to this moment of being joined in marriage. Marriage requires of us that we make a union of two individuals in heart, body, mind, and spirit. Therefore, marriage is not to be entered into lightly, but openly, reverently, honestly, and deliberately. You fell in love by chance, but you're here today because you are making a choice. You are choosing each other. You've chosen to be with that very special someone who makes your every day brighter. You're about to make promises to each other that you intend to keep, and you're going to vow to take care of each other, to stand up for one another, and to find happiness in the other. There's a very simple premise to each of these promises. You are vowing to be there.
My mom's a single mom. So like all of my family traditions and views and things like that, because I grew up with my grandparents too, they have a pretty cookie cutter, stereotypical what a marriage, husband and wife roles, like all that stuff. So I grew up very close to that, and I feel like when you have like divorced parents, you can go one of either way. You either don't believe in it at all, or like it means the world to you, and I went that way. And yeah, so I mean, marriage to me was not something that I wanted to take lightly, but it was definitely something that I knew was going to be very important to me in my life. Which is why, like when I first met Chris, I was talking to my mom about it, and she was like, nope, I like him, you should date him. And I was like, Mom, like I don't know. And she's like, why don't you know? I was like, because I'm going to marry him. And she's like, well, that's good. And I was like, no, because like I don't know if I want to like start dating the guy that like I'm gonna marry right now. Like I had said to you before, I had come out of a long-term relationship, and I had just started to be like, okay, like I'm gonna start dating now. And then I met him, and it was like I know if I just keep dating, like that's it. Like I'm marrying this guy, and I don't know if that's what I want right now. And my mom's like, yes, you do. And I was like, you're right, I do. I was like, Mom knows best.
Lisa, you are the love of my life, and I promise to always be there for you. I promise to be understanding and thoughtful, to be faithful and support you in all life's endeavors, to laugh and cry with you in sickness and in health. You are my best friend, and I promise to always confide in you. You love me with all my faults, and even though I may not age as gracefully as a French wine, you still love me for me. Above all else, I will love you for now and for always.
Today, tomorrow, and for the rest of my life, I promise to love and support you and always make us a priority. You make me happier than I could ever have imagined and more loved than I ever thought possible. I'm a better person today because of you. I believe in you, the person you will grow to be, and the family we will be together. With my whole heart, I take you as my husband. I am honored that you choose to share your life with me, which today becomes our life together.
Lisa and Chris have chosen to include what's called a love letter or a marriage box ceremony. They have taken the time to compose letters, and I'm going to ask the dads if you'd bring those letters forward, please. The dads are the keeper of the letters. They will display the box in a prominent location in their home to remind themselves about the commitment they have made here today.
20 years from now, if you tell me that you didn't know what I was going to be like, you weren't paying attention, because I'm going to be my dad to a T. Like, I'm even like, he's got a beard like I've got. I mean, it's just a lot of our mannerisms, the way we talk, the way we do things is all the same. It's just, she's turning into her mom too, which is so funny. But again, her mom's such an awesome lady. You know, we both enjoy food, and both of our parents, like our moms, are very similar in that they're very much all about family and, you know, the big family dinners and all this kind of stuff. So again, like so many of those aspects of our life just match perfectly. Like, you know, her family is awesome. Like, I love everybody in her family. I get along with them so well. I mean, I hear these stories all the time where, oh, we're going to see the in-laws. Oh my God, it's horrible. And then like with her, it's like, oh, we're going to see, you know, my parents. I'm like, oh, awesome, right? We're gonna go and have a great time. We're probably gonna stay there because we're all gonna be drinking and partying.
So there's no doubt in my mind that you two are absolutely perfect for each other. And I think that everyone can agree the way your relationship has flourished over the past few years has been nothing but a poster for amazing things between two very special people.
I mean, it was a whirlwind after that, and it was just one thing after the next. And so yeah, to your question, marriage is pretty important to me. So it's nice to know that with somebody like Chris, he also comes from the same like traditional values.
I didn't know Chris before he met Lisa, so I don't have any juicy, embarrassing stories. I'll leave that to Eric, as I'm sure he has a couple up his sleeve. But what I can tell you is that he is the perfect man for Lisa.
It's like we just go for walks, like it's just on asphalt around. We don't have to do anything fancy, and we just love being together. Like, you know, she's my best friend. And like I'm so lucky that I've got her as my best friend, and then my brother lives literally 4.5 kilometers away from us now. It's just this big family that just keeps kind of growing, and like that's the way I see it. And again, that's kind of the way we both are.
We're smart, ambitious, and last but not least, very beautiful, strong woman to where she is today. We have stood together as her mom and dad. Very proud and excited about what has happened in the past 15 years.
I've known you all your life. You've been like a daughter to me in my house for many, many years. And I'm so proud of you. I just know that you and Chris will have a great life together.
You know what? She's just awesome.